Territory remains the number one reason for nations to go into war. Territory marked man-made marked borders which allowed the various sides to go into a fighting stance. And when we talk about the border, we cannot ignore the recent news we are receiving here in Bangladesh of attempts of border push-ins by our neighbor, and that is happening while in the capital of India, New Delhi, we are seeing hundreds of supporters of the viral cockroach Janta party gathering in India's capital, New Delhi, taking the country's largest online youth movement off screens onto the streets for the very first time. The coordinator and the founder of the movement, Abhijeet Dipke, arrived in New Delhi from the United States on Saturday to participate in the protest. Police laid steel barricades at arrivals at New Delhi's International Airport as officers got up in riot gear as hundreds of protesters, many carrying paper cockroach masks and pamphlets. It came as the education minister of that nation, Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan, called upon the youth, unemployed youth, as cockroaches. This kind of inflammatory remarks has given the grounds for this kind of movement to happen. It is very popular. We've seen Generation Z protests happening here in Bangladesh, in Sri Lanka, as well as in Nepal. And today, this likewise of sort is happening in India. Alongside this, I also want to get a comment from Dr. Nasir regarding the border and what is a push-in and how the two nations will solve the identity crisis that is happening from decades ago as well as today. It has not changed.
Okay. First of all, if we talk about the recent protest in Delhi going on, that was very interesting that in a democratic country like India, how it transformed into a authoritarian administration under the leadership of Modi and the BJP government. And first blow against the BJP, Bharatiya Janata Party, was from the AAP, Aam Admi Janata Party, Aam Admi Party.
Right.
So against BJP there was AAP, now A be gone, C has come up, Cockroach Janata Party. And if I am not wrong, there was a verdict by a senior or comment by a senior judge that he commented that his name is Justice Suraya Kant. Suraya Kant, he said that unemployed young people drifting towards journalism and activism with like the cockroaches and the parasites. That was the remark by a sitting judge, who is a senior judge also. That was also picked up by the education minister, as you said, and main allegation against the education ministry is the total failure of keeping the question paper of medical entrance examination confidential. When the few lakhs of Indian young people had been sitting for the medical entrance exam, by that time everybody came to know at least 50% of the students knew the question paper on the previous night or on the early morning of the exam day, while the other 50% did not come to know. So that's why they were very, very angry, and it was followed by another exam that is called the CBSE exam, which is equivalent to the 12th grade exam of international standard. That exam, the procedure were changed. So the students, brilliant students, they did not get the expected marks, and it was proved later on through scrutiny that the marking system was totally faulty. The teachers, they themselves were not clear how to examine their the answers. They were not convinced, or they were not prepared. So all this together, a major education sector, where the entry of the young people, their future is related, you cannot neglect that particular issue like that. That make the huge repercussion among the young people. And this Abhijeet K, who is a student of Boston University, he first coined the term cockroach, because that term came from the judge's mouth, and he picked it up and he related It is the cockroach which never dies, which never eliminates.
Even survives a nuclear storm.
Yes. Wherever is the environmental change, dinosaur could not exist, but cockroach existed because it can change its form, it can sustain the pressure, it can take the load. So everywhere, every day, cockroaches facing the difficulties and surviving. So that's why they picked it up, and it was widely populated. And surprisingly, his Instagram, where the BJP has Instagram followers like 8.7 million, and his followers in Instagram crossed 10 million. And there had been in the X also a platform, his huge percentage was there. That reflects that it is already proved that only 11% student of India is interested about the politics or the national politics, while 29% of the Indian students totally said we don't want to hear anything about the politics. That was their issue. 29% literally rejected, 11% shown interest, and mid percentage they were silent. They did not say anything. Now it has totally gone in favor of the neutral, that is the students, those who had been neutral. So this is the indication that our political leaders need to think twice before committing something, before giving a order or giving the administration. Education Minister of India, if he really resigns, or if he is being criticized like that in his even hometown, definitely that is a sign that our shake-up or wake-up call for the politicians. This is one. Another one is in the name of religion, politics should not be done, or it cannot go further. In West Bengal, in the name of religion, many things has happened, probably that favored the political party like BJP and Shubhendu Adhikari, who is the sitting Prime Minister now in the local government. He could achieve something. But the way he is pushing the innocent people towards the border, that is never allowed in the international arena. And I am very happy to see some of the BJP had been miking with a hand mic, saying that you cannot come like that, that goes against the international law. If you want to really do something, if you have anything to say, please take them back, let them stay in your territory, sit with our counterpart and negotiate and find for a solution. If you forcefully push them inside Bangladesh, we are not going to tolerate it. Very boldly they could say. And also the villagers of the border areas, they were very ferocious. They have shown their agility, or they have shown their preparedness to face any adversaries in the border area. Commonly these two probably foiled 8 to 10 push-in attempts both in West Bengal border and also in the Assam border. So that is a good sign for Bangladesh that they can speak now. They are not ready to receive the refugees like the Rohingya refugees, which is a very big burden for Bangladesh now. And if they allow a single family to come to Bangladesh under pressure, that will be huge influx. That cannot be stopped. So now time has come for Bangladesh to give a very clear view regarding the push-in issue. And I think Bangladesh is in the right direction now.
Right. As I make from you very excellent remarks regarding the political situation in the youth movement in Delhi, as well as the border issues that we are seeing here with Bangladesh. Just to get a comment from you before I can go to a break, how do you see the current Home Minister's approach to this kind of problem? It will gather some kind of social media interaction. People are saying that a family of 10 has been stranded at one of the border entrances between Bangladesh and India, as we are awaiting to see what kind of decision that will be made. And as well, we are having a budget discussion happening today as the parliament reopens. A very short comment from you regarding that before I can go to a break.
I should say the comments, each and every comments of a Home Minister and his movements speaks a lot. His silence also speaks a lot. The moment our border guard forces are very strongly protesting, who are under the Home Minister himself,
right,
that time his silence or his diplomatic talks really frustrate the border forces. So he should be very clear in his statement whether this is a push-in or not, and if it is a push-in, what Bangladesh is going to do. If it is a clear statement and both supported by the foreign ministry, Bangladesh will achieve something. Otherwise, another Rohingya crisis may come up.
Regarding a death sentence, Dhaka Metropolitan Child Violence Prevention Tribunal, led by Judge Mansoor Salekin, announced the verdict at 11 a.m. today regarding the Ramisa murder case, in which both the criminals, both the couple, the man and the female, have been sentenced to the death penalty. However, right now, if you look online, if you look on social media, everyone, almost everyone in every avenue is waiting when this sentence shall be carried out, how long they have time. Of course, it has strained the communal harmony we used to believe in this very society, as we had trust amongst law and order security as well. Just to get a very short comment, it is a historic verdict in unprecedented speed of just 19 days after this brutal murder. Your comments, sir, as you see this situation unfolding?
First of all, I must thank the administration, especially the Prime Minister himself, who personally took care of the case, and probably this will be a good example before the judiciary that if really state wants, there can be a exemplary punishment within shortest possible time, maintaining all possible legal procedures. Previously, we have seen, if I can remember, the murder case of a daughter of an industrialist in her own bedroom, that the sentence was carried out after 19 years. It took 19 years from the date of occurrence till the sentencing date to the criminal by hanging. I can remember there was an incident in Feni back 10 to 12 years back. The so-called principal Shiraj of a madrasa, he literally abused a girl, and the girl was taken to the rooftop. Then some kerosene was thrown to her body and clothes, and then she was burnt off. Another incident took place in Magura. The innocent child was
last year
taken to CMH and ultimately could not survive. So, and there are many examples like that. Every day somewhere few of the lady or the children are being abused. There has been huge number of incidents. But if you talk about the verdict being executed, the last verdict, that is the Supreme Court order being executed, we cannot make 2 or 3 examples. As once I have said that one, the daughter of an industrialist, another was the Dr. Iqbal, who killed his newly married wife before, I think, 20 years or 25 years back. Other than these 2, I cannot remember anything. Maybe there could be some. But this particular case, a verdict given after 19 days, it's a good example that next time if anybody is found like that, there will be huge pressure on the government, on the law enforcing agencies, on the judiciary system. If this case could be solved within 19 days, you take 38 days, we don't mind, but there should not be 39th days. That is a good spirit is being established, and I think that is going to pay heavily. I have a positive sign, because we could stop acid throwing only because of the strict enforcement of the law and the justice.